We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets it up past the 35. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hold on a second. Ready. Stand here.
Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Setting up the screen, Harris. Into space at the 45. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they run with Harris off the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Here's Nix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll get up near the 45, a spot at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Dolphins had 8-3 now, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing is Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. This incomplete to Jalen Waddle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Ready?
They'll run on first down with Wright. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. Tries the crossing route and hits Watson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Get it. Ready.
They'll run. Achane. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here we go. Warriors 70. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Broncos 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. There he goes, right side. Score. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
This isn't gonna block. I just want to rock. I just want to...
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting.
He's got it with the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 67 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Second
play.
and 10.
Second and 10. At the
Broncos switch.
13-yard
Broncos
line.
switch. Ready.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Fights free at the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
And the Dolphins.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form, just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
5-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Running right, here's Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Now they'll change things up. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'm chopping you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaws that'll never get.
Here we go, set.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Get it. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The slot man in motion right. An option handoff given to Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Viking 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now Milton. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
18 Cardinal, 8, rig alert, rig alert. 79 Broncos. Go.
Here's Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nick's going to, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Milton. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stephanie! Sandy Lions! Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll dump this off to Achan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
A give, running right, Achan. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60!
They'll run for it with Achan. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
70 Timberwolf! Check, 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 check! Rig alert, rig alert!
They go play action here on first down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Okay,
now,
ready?
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
60. Come on, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Stephanie Lions!
Looking to throw. Milton. To the sideline and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Okay,
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Check, Panther! Here we go, here we go! Check, Matt! Cowboy 80! Steady!
Running left, Achan. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working out of the gun is Nix. It's brought in by Harris. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. They've got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll go play action with Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. Milton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Broncos 28, Dolphins 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
18, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Off the play fake. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun. Milton. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Bradley Pinion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Miami. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
19 target. Broncos switch.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Milton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Milton. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 51 yards. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Broncos 28. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Here's Nix.
Second and 10. At the 28.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Go!
On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing Nix. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They're going. It's Nix. Pass complete to Harris. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They run straight ahead with Harvey.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Pass the 60, pass the 6,
And now they'll shift things around.
Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Cougar 19.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Okay,
what do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Ready? Ready.
A give up the middle to Wright. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And that's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Miami, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.